The amazing digital circus finally reached its conclusion. And oh boy, what a conclusion it was. This show was a big part of my creative journey, so I wanted to honor it by drawing the characters of my own story, Comrade Simu's Murder Mysteries, as the cast of the amazing digital circus. And while I do that, I wanted to share with you my brief thoughts on the final episode. Spoilers! This episode got me really torn. On one hand, as a fan of the show, I absolutely loved it. We got some answers to the lore questions we had, some emotional resolution to some of the members' emotional journeys throughout the circus, and a happy ending! Except for Jax. I am so sorry to all of you Jax fans. And I have to say that the animation segment of Kane learning to use his shapes and break through all of these walls to reach the internet and find the real identities of all of the circus members was chef's kiss. My favorite animated scene from this series, period. However, as much as I loved the finale, as a writer, I absolutely despise it. It's the weakest episode of the whole series, honestly. The way it was paced and the thematic resolutions it decided to put as the finale of the series as a whole were questionable. This has been said 1,000 times before, but Jax getting half of the episode only for himself, especially for people like me who weren't that invested in his character. Don't get me wrong, she had a very interesting story arc going for her. However, I think that this whole arc would have been way better as its own episode. Because right now, the finale kinda got torn between being the finale of the series as a whole and being Jax's story. The other thing that really annoyed me was I am a big fan of Kane. Kane was my favorite character since the beginning, but the fact that he came back was atrocious. That thing came out of nowhere. It really ruined the emotional build-up that the finale of episode 8 made with his deletion. And honestly, as a whole, this finale felt like one of those fanfictions where you can clearly see how talented the author is. However, they have this big bias on what kind of scenes they love to write and who their favorite characters are, and they ignore the needs of the story and the other characters from a writing standpoint, just so they can have fun and self-indulge. Those were just my thoughts. In the words of our fallen girl, Jax, what do you, the viewer, think?